everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we'll be reviewing a very special S.H.Figuarts today. This is the Japan exclusive, V-Jump exclusive S.H.Figuarts Son Goku and Dragon. Now I have heard people say it's Shenron, and sort of is, sort of isn't. It's based on the very first volume cover of the original Dragon Ball manga, that's what I'm pretty sure it is, and the entire slipcover of this is gorgeous. But one side of it is the original run, and one side is the sort of more modern release manga cover. It is the same art, but there are some stylistic changes just in font style and some of the iconography placement. I'm not sure which one is which, but it is very, very nice. We do also get the V-Jump branding, the name of the figure itself, the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball, and a promo image of the actual figurine. This is a gorgeous set. It was released in Japan, like I said, as an exclusive. The way to get it was you would need to buy a V-Jump magazine, and I believe it would have a promo code. Then you would use that code on the V-Jump website, order a copy, and it would only sell domestically within Japan. That means if you want to get it overseas, you need to buy secondhand prices, find someone in Japan willing to get it for you, all sorts of things. I believe now the aftermarket price is getting a little bit high, and we're not really sure if there will be any plans to release this figure separately, which does suck because while it is completely designed as a Japan exclusive, and I do understand that, it does suck if people are missing out. I don't like exclusives in general, whichever country they're releasing. But one of the other weird things is the instruction manual is in Japanese and English, so they sort of expect people to import it, I guess, but it is a little bit strange. Anyway, once you remove the slipcover on this figure, you can see the more traditional style S.H.Figuarts box. This is quite a large box, and it is quite a large set, so it makes sense. Looks nice. It is the standard that you assume from this line, the clear windows, the promo images, as well as that comic book style promo image style thing that they do on the sides of the boxes. But all what you would expect, it just looks very, very nice. But we're really interested in what's in the box. So taken out of the box, here's what it comes with, and it's quite a bit. You get 3 different layers of plastic in this, and it makes sense once we go through it. So we've got the main shell with Kid Goku, a shell with the dragon, and a shell with the base. Now we get the figure itself. We get 4 faces, a separate hairpiece, the power pole, a separate fringe piece, a bunch of different hands, a sheathed power pole, a different belt piece, 2 tonfas, and then on the other shelves we get the dragon with the whiskers separated. We get some tools to attach Goku to the dragon, as well as a part separator type piece to pop off his belt. And then we also get the base platform that has the 40th anniversary Dragon Ball logo, as well as 3 cloud base parts. Now, taken out of the box, here's Goku in all his glory. I did pose him up just a tiny bit to make this look better, and he looks fantastic. This is realistically based on his very, very, very first appearance ever in the manga, and specifically for those cover arts, because I believe a lot of the other poses you get for this figure, or at least a lot of posing options that you get for this figure, are to replicate certain promo images, especially since the bright orange gi isn't how we normally imagine Goku. It's normally the blue in his first appearance in the anime, as well as that more reddish orange that we're familiar with. That being said, this figure does scream Goku, and it does scream classic Goku, and looks really, really good. This is a whole new sculpt. Nothing is repeated from any other figure, which is really, really cool, which again makes it weird for the exclusivity, but I'm not going to dwell on that too much. But it is a very, very nice looking figure, very well detailed. Not a lot of paint, which is normal for S.H.Figuarts these days, but the high saturated colors and the bare plastic look sort of work in this style. Now, in terms of size, this is the smallest Goku we've gotten yet. So he is, in comparison to the Daima Goku, the original Dragon Ball Gokus that they've been releasing. This is the Innocent Challenger one, as well as the GT Goku. So it's pretty cool that we have had, multiple kid molds really recently, and they've been really working on the scaling, and it's been pretty damn cool. We are very, very close to getting I think a really good accurate Goten and Trunks, Gotenks, and possibly even revisits of, you know, early Namek and Saiyan Saga Gohan. But looks really, really good. That's my main point. And because of the aesthetic changes, you can't really fit in double joints that much, so a lot of these are single joints, and there are very, very visible pegs. But it doesn't bother me too much. I know it would bother some, but for the most part the articulation is fine, but there are a few things that we'll go through. So he's got a ball joint in the head and neck, allows for pretty good movement. It is a little bit restricted just due to the size of the whole thing. The arms can rotate all the way around. There is a sort of floating shoulder piece as well. They can sort of butterfly in, but not much. There's a swivel at the elbow, as well as a bend at the elbow. Not a huge range of motion, but it's okay. This joint does pop off pretty easily. There's a ball joint at the wrist. And you can see there the arm popped off pretty easily while I was rotating it. That happens on both arms. Not a huge issue, but just something that happens. The belt can rotate around. It's got a swivel in the waist. A tiny bit of crunching because of the ball joint, but the belt does get in the way a bit. His pouch on the back can move a little bit. His tail is on a ball joint, so it can swivel around. He can do the splits that far, kick forward and back that far. And he's got a knee bend, as well as a pivot at the ankle. Not a huge range of motion on this one, especially since there's no toe bend or like actual like hinge at the ankle, so you're quite limited in how dynamic you can get this figure, especially sort of in the range of motion for like the legs and waist. It's perfectly fine, but don't expect to get, you know, the most dynamic stuff out of this. Now for faces, they are quite nice. We've got a bright open mouth smile out of the box. We've got a mouth closed, sort of, you know, determined-ish, like ready to battle fighting face, but like not really in like anger. It's sort of like just a ready to go sort of look. Then he's got a cheeky grin while he's looking to the side, which looks really, really nice. I love the expression here. And he's got this sort of shocked face with his mouth open in this vertical slit and his round eyes. This is only compatible with this hairstyle, which is to replicate a very specific pose. You do also get a separate bang piece, which to my understanding is usable with the other faces besides that sort of shocking face. And the main difference that I could see was there was slightly more definition in the bangs. Like it's the same sort of like look of the actual hair, but there's like a little bit more dimension to it. Not a huge difference by any means, but it is sort of nice to see. And with all his accessories, you can get him into some really, really nice poses. This is a very lightweight figure, so if you put him on a stand, he will stay on it just fine. And I didn't really have too much issue getting him into any of the promo images. I was a little bit worried about the range of motion on the ankles, but it was perfectly fine. The only thing that gave me a little bit of concern was trying to get his butterfly to work to do that sort of like Kamehameha pose that we see. I do also like the more relaxed Kamehameha hands. They look really, really nice here. And just in general, really, really cool spread of accessories and versatility. Everything is a paired hand, which is nice. You get, you know, closed fists, open hands, as well as sort of like scissors fingers, so you can get him to do rock, paper, scissors, because he actually does that. And it's really, really nice. I do like the versatility of this figure very much so, and just really, really good looking. Then the other figure that we get in this is the dragon. Now, he does kind of look like Shenron, but it is a very more like friendly look. But he has barely any articulation, just the head can move around. And he is a glorified statue, very well painted. It is nice to see something well painted and actually have paint from the Figuarts line, and you just attach it to the base via magnets, which is really, really cool. It is a very secure connection. There are only magnets in 2 of the clouds, but that's perfectly fine. That's all you'd need. It is a good connection, and to attach Goku, you just take out some of the spines, attach a clear little piece inside, and then that attaches to Goku's crotch, and it holds him really securely, again because he is quite lightweight. Very easy to get this all to work, and he holds the poses just fine. You can achieve the promo image pretty much one-to-one, which I am very happy about, and this is how I will display the figure. It does honestly make me want a second one, just to have one, you know, as a collector piece and one to display, or even just have two in two completely different poses, because it's almost a shame not to use this wide variety of faces, but I really want him to be on the dragon. So it is an interesting little thing. But it is an absolutely fantastic figure, one of the best that Figuarts have released in a while, honestly, for the Dragon Ball line. And that mainly comes down to it being unique. It might not have the best paint, you can see the pegs and the joints, the range of motion isn't the best, but the versatility of the figure, the amount of options, and just the iconic look of it is more than enough going for it. And it is a fantastic figure. Again, a little bit of a shame that's an exclusive, but, you know, at release it wasn't too hard to find, and you know, the whole global situation at the moment just make it a little bit difficult to track down. But it is well worth it in my opinion, especially if you're an S.H.Figuarts collector. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time. Oh hi, I didn't see you there. As you can see, I'm hard at work making new videos for the channel. Now, while I'm happy with where the channel is right now, I could use your help. By liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel, it helps out the YouTube algorithm and recommends my channel to more people. So if you like any of my videos, please let me know, it really helps out. And if you liked this one, please let me know too. It means a lot to me, and I really appreciate all of you guys.